Alright. Um, let's go with, what, a normal world size. I want an average continent shape. I want a standard climate. I'm thinking, what, about 70% land? Island odds. I would like some islands. But I don't want... Like, I want big continents. I don't want my island setting to make it to where there's, like, 2 or 3 small continents and then a shitload of islands. I'm not trying to play a naval style. Um, Lake odds, I'm gonna leave it average. Continent form, I'm okay with chaotic. Lake size, I would like the lakes to be smaller. I don't want a lot of dead land. Rivers are incredibly important in this game, so I'm gonna go with many. Ridges and cliffs, I'm gonna leave it standard. Word. See ya, Joey. Um, we're gonna leave the elevation on standard. And then I'm going to make resources abundant because I think that that makes the game more fun. And we're gonna have a spread resource distribution. Um, let's go with a normal pace. And then I'm gonna just leave it here on Metropolis. And we're going to be playing against Livia Drusilla, Beowulf, Wali Nong Sari, Makita, and Mugoi. I don't know. I can't fucking say that. I'm not gonna front. Let's see what our start is, chat. And let me kill YouTube again. I'm gonna let the cutscene play for you, chat. It's pretty good.
Most of which are about rocks and ice at sub-zero temperatures in a vacuum. Rather boring. However, on a small damp rock, there is a story that bears a second look. It's your story. But the first 4 billion years or so mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turner. But then, over time, the amino acids bond together, and things start to get interesting. And a bit drier. A certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother. Tools and weapons are invented. The hominids begin to cooperate. Fire becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures. Eventually, these tribes learn to build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties. This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded. The Neolithic era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization. How far will you push humankind?
Told
The
you it was a
race
good cutscene,
begins.
chat.
A new world, a new history, untold possibilities. There is so much to see, to do, to learn, or, depending on one's preferences, to destroy.
Alright, chat. So, this is Humankind. It's a 4X strategy game, like Civ, but very different from Civ. We start out in the Neolithic as a tribe of hunter-gatherers. Ooh, I need to increase that scroll speed. Dear lord. Game options. Settings. UI. Turn this down a little bit. Mouse and keyboard. Also, we need to turn that on. Where is my scroll speed? Oh yes, and battle animation speed. This goes up. Edge panning speed. Thank you. Alright. So, starting out in the Neolithic, right? And in order to progress, you have to achieve one of these goals. You have to get one of your era stars in order to progress. And when you progress to the next era, you get to pick a new culture. However, if you get the knowledge star, you unlock a Neolithic legacy trait. And what that means, chat, is you see this right here. Each time you select a culture, right, in each era of the game, you get a legacy trait. And that's kind of how you actually define a build in a playthrough of Humankind, is through the interactions between your cultural legacy traits as well as your unique buildings that you'll be building as you progress. And the 3 era stars you can earn in the Neolithic are the Growth Star, the Knowledge Star, and the Hunter Star. You get this from hunting a total of 5 animal units. You get this from discovering curiosities to accrue 10 science. And then the Growth Star requires me to gain 5 population. And it's actually pretty easy to get all 3 of these. And you see each of them rewards 100, and then there's this symbol right here. This is your fame. Fame is how you actually win in Humankind. Unlike in Civilization 6, there isn't an actual, like, explicit win con where the game is now over. You know what I mean? There's not a, like, it's turn 75 and I have just crossbow rushed everyone and already gotten a domination victory. Um, the way it works is based off of your game speed, there are a set number of turns, and whoever accrues the highest level of fame by the final turn is the victor. However, if someone reaches the final era, it starts a countdown. And after so many turns, uh, basically the game is over. You can also win by making everyone your vassal, by being everyone's suzerain. But at the end of the day, the actual winner is the person with the highest level of fame. And there's various other ways you can collect fame while playing the game. And I will explain those as they come up. So, when you start out, you have a tribe. And you see over here that they have 0 out of 20 food. Once I reach 20 food, because they are a nomad unit, they will grow another pop, because we're hunter-gatherers. And you see this over here. Here's some food. But if I step off of this river, stepping back onto it will cost all of my movement. But moving along a river is more efficient. So the question becomes, is it worth it to step off of this river for this food? And looking at the river itself, it kind of looks like it might be. Because I have 4 movement, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can make it all the way over to this other river and get onto it. And getting onto a river uses the rest of your movement. But if I move over to this river and get on it, I'll be able to move along it without any penalties. And I'll pick this food up on the way.
Sustenance, security, and pleasure. Wonderful stuff, this simple food.
And now, we end our turn, because that's all we can do. And there's a curiosity, and there's more food. But you'll see this food's on the river. That food being on the river means that it's going to give me more food than if it wasn't on the river. Oh, and there's another curiosity. So what we want to do is we want to come grab this curiosity. Or which one? We can get to both of them in about the same number of turns. But which one's better to go for? I'm gonna go for this one because there might be some food
Just
over
because a
here
culture
that gets
died
revealed.
out doesn't mean it wasn't worthy of study.
And there wasn't. But I did get another unit from that curiosity. So I can start exploring with them as well. And there's a mammoth over here. I could fight that with both of my units together, but I would rather be able to go get this curiosity because I really want to make sure I get at least my knowledge star. Also, a food just spawned right here. And that's what's up. And now we're just going to go back up here and do some more exploring with this unit. Also, we've earned 5 influence, which would be enough for us to claim our first outpost. And outposts are important. I would like to get like at least 2 or 3 outposts down while we're in the Neolithic, if I can. There's another curiosity and a sanctuary over here. And there's also a deer right here that it looks like we can attack this turn. Yeah. Alright, and this is how combat works, chat. So elevation matters. Terrain advantage matters. I want to actually deploy right where I'm at. That's fine. Now, in order to attack me, he's going to have to attack from the low ground across a river, so he takes disadvantage. And then we have advantage because we have high ground. And because they're damaged, that's going to give us some food and some fame. And we're making progress, chat. And then I don't want to fuck with this mammoth, so we're just going to, skip this turn on that unit. That's fine. Now we're gonna go grab this curiosity. We're at 7 out of 10 on that one. And we currently only have 2 pop. But we have an event now, chat. Seed of an idea. Yesterday, the tribe came across a vast tract of wild grain. The stalks swaying in the breeze like the wind playing over golden waters. The ground down grain could feed the tribe twice over. But one of the tribal elders had another idea. Instead of pounding the seeds into flour, she suggests planting half of them, so the grasses may return next summer. It is a curious idea, at odds with the nomadic life, but perhaps a harbinger of the future? What should you do? Plant. We must begin to harness the natural rhythms of the world to seek a better life. Minus 25% on the research cost of domestication? Or do we grind? Who says this bounty will still be here next summer? The spirits have blessed us today, and we shall not pass up this gift. On leader, the nomadic tribe, +2 food on city or outpost. Alright, chat, so we're gonna grind, actually. The domestication research cost is cool and all, right, chat? But this, it's on leader. Cities and outposts are going to get +2 food to their yields. And that's huge. Because, like, we'll keep this the whole game, chat. And so it's like, I'm not really worried about domestication. But this, on turn 5, +2 food on all of my settles for the rest of the game, that's cracked. We go that way, for sure. And I think we've delayed settling maybe a little too long. Let's see what a good settle is. I want good yields, so it's kind of looking like maybe right here is my best settle. It will give me +13 food and +9 industry. And it will take 3 turns to set up. And I have good defense from being on the high ground here. Attackers would have to attack into the city across rivers and stuff. I think that that's a very good starting location. So we're gonna drop right there, and then we're gonna explore some more with these scouts. There's another curiosity just spawned right here. There's a curiosity that just spawned down there, and I think that that's almost our knowledge star. There's a luxury resource over here, dyes. We want to settle over here as well. And how much is a settle over here going to be after I get the other settle, I wonder? We need to explore around a little more so I can see what the actual best settle will be for us to control this die, but we're definitely going to do that. That settle means we don't get access to this copper or these horses. I think I'm okay with that. I think I would I'll be able to take on any AI that might try to claim this territory. There's no way they'll be able to actually hold either of these territory like like any of these territories when my capital's going to be right here. Oh, and some food just spawned over there. And there's this. So I think we'll attack that next turn. Oh, and here is an AI's tribes. I think I'm going to fall back a little bit. I have this settle down. I'm going to come attack this. We're going to do a manual battle and deployment. We will defend. And then attack. When it attacks us, it will die. We got 5 food and 5 fame. That gave us another pop. We can split this other pop off next turn. I'm going to split them off right there. They're going to go over here and pick this up. And then I'm going to send this one over to ransack this sanctuary. And then I am going to hold position in this pass. If they try to attack me, I'll pull them over.
You have built a first outpost, adding another territory to your empire.
They
I
kept
know
going.
you're hoping this is the beginning of something
They're trying to
very,
settle
very
right
big.
here. I'm not okay with that. How many more turns is this ransack? The ransack's finished, so I'm going to bring them over and stack them on that. And I'm going to pick this food up because they almost have enough food. Yeah, so when these join up, their food's going to join up as well, and it'll be 20 of 20. I'll have another pop. That'll put me at 4 out of 5. I need 3 more hunts and 1 more curiosity. I'm going to instantly resolve this. There's no way I lose this battle to this deer. We need 2 more, and we just got an event over here. Give me just a second to take a drink, and I'll read the event for you, chat. A world of flame. In the distance, a thin cord of smoke cuts up into the clear blue skies. Fire. Calling a few tribesmen, you run closer. The smell of cindered bark and burning pine growing stronger with each footfall. You spy dancing flames, and suddenly find yourselves on the edge of a settlement on fire. Many of the structures are ablaze, but even with the smoke and flames, you can see these abodes are marvelous of craftsmanship. You are about to direct your men to put out the fires with loose soil when you see short, shadowed figures running away. Youths. They could become part of your tribe if you give chase now, but that would mean losing some of the secrets of construction. What is your choice? Chase? Raw numbers will help us more than building techniques at this time. I gain a new army, refugees, next to the hunting party. Or extinguish. Underestimating how to build stronger settlements will be understanding how to build stronger settlements will be vital in the future. Minus 25% on city defense research cost. I think it's we chase down the refugees. No? What do you think, chat? Chase or extinguish? What's the play, chat? We're going chase. And now we have another pop. So what we can do is we'll have this one, station, until healed. This one is going to go get this food. This one is going to make their way over here. And then this one's going to move back up. And then there's another food spawn. And there's a curiosity here. Alright, chat. It's time for the most important decision in the game. What's our first culture going to be? It looks like, so far, only the Egyptians have been taken. So, here's what the Egyptians do, chat. This is what we have missed out on, because we tried to, get as many stars as we could. In fact, you know what? Real quick, can we get 2 hunts this turn? Is that possible? I don't think so. Alright. Okay, so, actually, first, here's our legacy perk. A tribe's legacy. You stand at a crossroads. For many moons, the tribe has trekked the wilderness, slowly, torturously, learning the secrets of this world, how the materials hidden in the deep places, and in plain sight, might be fashioned to the tribe's advantage, how the beasts and plants of the land and seas can be most fruitfully harvested, and how myths and stories can glacially but inescapably give power over our greatest enemies, other tribes. Now you must decide in what domain the tribe will truly sharpen its knowledge for the ages to come. Will you be renowned as makers, farmers, or charmers? Makers, only a lack of imagination will limit what we might one day fashion with our hands. Farmers, we will study the land and all its riches, and we will never lack for sustenance. Storytellers, well, we will create myths that spread our renown, our beliefs, well beyond our lands. Get the Waddle and Daub legacy trait, +1 industry per pop on city or outpost. Plant lore legacy trait, +1 food per population on city or outpost. Or +1 science per pop on city or outpost. I'm very partial towards power. Lamau. Uh, Makers. The Waddle and Daub legacy trait for the industry per pop, because I can build things that give me these other yields more quickly with industry. And the more buildings that I build, the more food that I have, the more food that I have, the faster my pop grows, the faster my pop grows, the more industry I have, the more industry I have, the more buildings I can build, the more buildings I can build, the more pops that I gain, etc. So that's what we're doing. Also, We turbo giga need to get this second outpost down. Is there anything with like decent industry that's gonna claim this? Decent industry and food right there. I have to delay picking culture for 3 turns, chat. Oof.
Bloody and smelly, aren't they?
Alright.
History may be changed by battles, but
They
that
ran
doesn't
away
mean they're enjoyable.
from the battle. I have to go raise this. I have to. I can't let them have this. And then we end turn. I didn't want to do that, but I guess we're fighting a mammoth, chat. This is going to be less than ideal, chat. I think I'm just going to defend. And then it will be over, and I'll just be injured, and it'll be fine. Alright. Now we choose our culture. We also lost out on the Nubians and the Olmecs, chat. The Egyptians get grand planning, which is +1 industry on tiles that produce industry, and a 10% discount on district's industry cost. So it's sad missing out on that. That's a very strong early trait to have. And then their special building is the Egyptian Pyramid, which gives +1 influence, +3 industry. It gives you a -10 stability in the city. It gives +2 industry per adjacent maker's quarter, and +1 worker slot on city or outpost for industry. And their special unit is a chariot archer known as the Markabata. It is a lightweight chariot that helps Egyptian commanders observe the battlefield, dispatch orders, and fire arrows at their enemies. It has a combat strength of 24, 6 movement, 3 range. It is ranged, and it can move and fire. It requires 2 horses and a copper. The Nubians get +5 money on luxury resource deposits and +5 money on strategic resources. They get the Merowe pyramids, which is +2 industry, +2 money, -10 stability on the city, +3 money per adjacent maker's quarters, +1 trader's slot on the city or outpost, and it counts as both a market and a maker's quarters. Their unique unit is the Ta Seti Archer. Nubians are known to be expert bow handlers. In fact, the Egyptians even called Nubia Ta Seti, which meant the land of the bow. They are a ranged unit with 19 combat strength, 4 movement speed, and 3 range, and they have exceptional accuracy, which allows them to shoot a target without having clear line of sight. and requires carpentry after entering the Ancient Era. And then we missed out on the Olmecs, which are a very fun culture as well. Their legacy trait is +3 influence on territory. They get the Olmec head, which is +1 influence, +3 food, -10 stability on the city. Uh, it gives +1 influence per adjacent farmer's quarter, and +1 farmer's slot on city or outpost, and it counts as a farmer's quarter. Their unique unit are the javelin throwers, a ranged unit with 21 combat strength, 4 move speed, and 2 range. The javelin thrower, made of obsidian, hard wood, or bone, Olmec javelins are able to pierce the toughest protection at range. They are an ambusher, which makes them stronger on forest tiles. Those are the 3 cultures that the AI have already taken. What we have left are the Assyrians. The tallest blade is the first to be cut by the scythe. The Babylonians, where the mind can see, the physical body can follow. The Harappans, in one drop of water are found all the secrets of life. The Hittites, our charioteers must train for many moons before entering battle. The Mycenaeans, illustrious warriors, have the whole earth for their tomb. The Phoenicians, unlike the lands, the seas give the merchants no obstructions. Or the Zhou, judge not an empire by the strength of its armies. And you'll notice each culture has one of these symbols. That is like their culture affinity, which means they get bonus fame from doing stars from that category, and then they get certain bonuses for the era as well. I'm thinking the Babylonians, they're a science civ, or the Harappans. They are an agrarian culture. And the reason that I think the Harappans are good is because look at the land that I have claimed here. I have this territory, and I have this territory, right? And I have all of these river tiles, and the Harappans canal networks give, their legacy trait gives +1 food on tiles producing food and +1 food on river tiles. And then they get the canal network, which is +3 food, -10 stability, +2 food per adjacent farmer's quarter, +1 farmer slot on city or outpost, and counts as farmer's quarters. And then they get a unique scout unit, which all of my tribe members will turn into, called Runners, with 14 strength, 5 move speed, and 1 range. So I think that's what we're doing. And we end turn.
Ah, the challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay. While the Harappans certainly had markets, they left few remains. Please show us what they might have done.
Alright. So, now, we can, kind of just murder this dude's city. To be honest. Form up my units here. Be nice and strong. Deneb will be up in a turn. Alcade over here is going to become
It is not just
our
a bunch
capital.
of buildings. It is warmth, protection, and, praise the gods, a bit of privacy.
And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build one of our canal network. And yeah, let's build it here. Plus 8. It's going to take us 8 turns. We have a lot of food. So let's go ahead and let's just move our pop over here. It will give us 6 more production. That'll shave a turn. And then we also are going to need to pick our research. So I know I have at least one AI that's gonna be fairly close by. I think that city defense into carpentry might be the play just to be safe. And then I can worry about it from there. So let's go ahead and let's queue those up. And I need to ransack this settlement. I can't let this happen. I need these dyes. Acknowledge. I have one idle army over here. Let's see. I'm going to split off 2 of them over here. And they are going to auto-explore for us. And these guys are gonna come over here. We need to group up. Because, like, this is illegal. This is not allowed. And then we have an event over here. We can choose our first civic. We can... Yeah, it is our Empire Foundation. By what right do we rule? Founding myths. Natural right? Or legitimacy? We claim inherent dominion over the lands and beasts. Gives plus 5 influence per turn on our main plaza. Or divine mandate. Our supremacy is ordained, for we are the chosen ones. Gives us plus 3 faith on territory. This will push us towards tradition on the social axis. And this will push us towards progress on the social axis. Being neutral gives me plus 10 stability on all cities. Progress gives us science on city, and tradition gives us faith on territory. And influence is really important. It's going to be very hard to come by this early in the game, and I can't give up 5 influence on Plaza. And then this is gonna help me get through Tech Tree
Why was this
as well.
even a question?
So
let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
And then we end turn.
The Assyrians. The fact that they have horses and siege engines might indicate their preferences as a neighbor.
Oh, no. Okay, so they probably have another outpost somewhere. And they're the Assyrians now. And they're controlled by Beowulf. And I guess let's talk to Beowulf real quick.
Greetings. I'm called hot-blooded, short-tempered, passionate. All the highest compliments. As long as we are honest and fair, we can do mighty things.
Yeah, this might be a problem, chat. Because if he turns this into a city, I have to declare war on him. And if I declare war on him, I'm just gonna wipe him out. I'm just gonna go all the way. Like, early war with Harappa that already has 5 scouts, like, not the greatest idea for them. Somebody has picked the Babylonians. My auto-exploring scouts grabbed me a curiosity that gave me some science and influence. That's what's up. And now we have an event on our city plaza. We can get another civic. Let's look at our civics tree. We can... Okay, so I'm going to pick between these two real quick. Historical precedent and tradition serve as the basis of our judgment. Or, codified laws. Laws will be debated, classified, and codified for perpetuity. This lowers the outpost creation cost by half. This lowers the attach outpost cost and the absorb city cost. I want this, and it's gonna put me back in the middle on the social axis, which, like, I'm fine with. It's more stability.
That seems to leave a lot of interpretation of right and wrong, not to mention yours and mine.
And we just keep going, chat. Deneb gained a population. And the Assyrians want 100 gold from me? They can
My demand for reparations.
eat shit.
Every vulgar proposition that comes my way.
My territory, homie. Fuck you. Where's my die? He's standing on it. Joy. And then we're going to attack this unit so they run away. Oh, we can create our religion, chat. Polytheism or shamanism? Polytheism gives us +6 faith on our main plaza. Or shamanism, which gives us +2 faith on main plaza and +2 faith on administrative center. The difference is only cities have a main plaza. This is Harappa's main plaza right here. And it's generating 5 industry, 6 food, 15 influence, 3 science, and 3 gold per turn. And then down here in the Neb, because it's only an outpost, it has an administrative center. So this only affects this, but this affects both. And I'm going to be founding another outpost over here for my die. So I kind of think it's gonna be shamanism, chat. And then Beowulf's making more demands. He's gonna declare war on me.
A first visible mark of this new culture. I hope the style is pleasing, because it will be around for as long as the city lasts.
I've found the Nubians. Let us
Greetings. I'm a good neighbor and a loyal
introduce
friend,
ourselves.
as long as you don't cross me.
Let's share maps. They
A
want
quick proposal
43
for you.
gold. How much
Think on
gold
it.
do I even have? 54. I'm not using it for anything. Why not, chat? 43 gold to swap our revealed maps with each other?